award-winning expert in the house to share some crucial tips on keeping our tickers in top-notch shape during the holiday season. Joining us, I'm so excited, Dr. David Kraus. He is neither confirming nor denying that he may be the heart doctor to the stars, but I know this, and you don't have to. But hello, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. That's a very nice introduction.
Okay, so I know you don't like anyone fawning all over you, but if you don't mind just explaining very briefly this award that you just received. It's a national award, and tell me what it was for.
Well, the award, it was given to me through the Heart Failure Society of America after being nominated by Duke Clinical Research Institute for a heart failure trial that we've been involved in for quite some time. It's been going on close to 5 years, and it's going to define whether or not a very common therapy that we've had around for 50 years will benefit people with heart failure and with what we call preserved heart muscle function. And there are several types of heart failure, broad categories, but this one is where we have an ejection fraction and the squeeze of the heart is relatively normal or slightly depressed. And this would be the second therapy that would have a Class 1A, which is the #1 indication for treatment.
So talk to me. You say that heart failure and just problems with your heart do not discriminate. Can you explain what you mean by that? And we're going to learn some things here today because that was pretty important information that you were sharing there.
Well, there's close to 6 million people in the United States above the age of 18 that have heart failure. Several broad categories. There's reduced heart muscle function related heart failure, we call HFrEF. There's preserved heart muscle function heart failure. Then there's sort of a mid-range heart failure, 40 to 50% heart muscle function, where there's a little bit of depression. So
what does that mean? Like when if you're talking to, what are you feeling in your body, and what is the concern?
Well, what you feel are symptoms of shortness of breath, fatigue, may have chest pain, may have palpitations, may wake up at night short of breath, may have lower extremity edema. Those are all symptoms that people sort of manifest, and then examinations can vary, but include finding of what we call RALs, or fluid in your lung, fluid on your legs, fast heart rate, lower blood pressure, things of that nature. So that's how we, on physical exam, can tell someone might indeed have heart failure.
And you say, I mean, it's age, gender, race. It kind of touches everybody.
It does. There's no selection as far as ethnicity, so to speak, as far as the development of heart failure. The end result is a little bit worse in an individual of African American descent than, say, Caucasian or Hispanic, but it doesn't discriminate as far as ethnicity goes. Obviously, a lot of it is public health policy related to treatment, access to treatment, utilization of guideline-directed medical therapies that are available, as well as just being compliant with lifestyle modifications, diet, exercise, weight loss. Big problem in our community across the board is obesity and diabetes, and we like to, I hate to say this, but like to point out in our talks that we give on heart failure that this Mid-South region is sort of the mecca. Unfortunately, it's an endemic area for heart failure and hypertension and diabetes, and obesity underlies a lot of that.
Okay, so the holidays are here, right? Thanksgiving is coming, and you just talked about lifestyle and eating. Can we still have, and I always ask, the sweet potato and pumpkin pie?
Absolutely. The key is the broader sense of what you're going to do with your diet. So we usually recommend either a DASH diet, is Dietary Alternatives to Stop Hypertension is the acronym for that. Certainly a American Heart Association diet, and the other diet we like to use is a Mediterranean diet. Any form of calorie restriction and salt restriction to some degree is excellent in this scenario.
What do you think of this intermittent fasting?
Well, I think it works. I think you have to be careful that you don't get dehydrated, things of that nature, particularly if you're on medications. You need to be monitored. And if you're in particular on diuretic therapy, water pill type therapy for heart failure, you really need to be cautious with that.
Okay, and so when it comes to just the most prevalent issues that you see you've done, what, 75 plus trials and research, just the top ones that people should be aware of?
As far as risk factors, hypertension, obesity, untreated cholesterol is the #1 risk factor for hyperlipidemia, we term it in medicine. for cardiovascular disease, and that should be addressed aggressively. Secondly is smoking. I mean, smoking is the second risk factor around the world. Hyperlipidemia is number one. Finally, psychosocial stress is the number 3 risk factor. So obviously the last 3 or 4 years have been quite stressful. People have been out of work or working less, or monetary issues come into play, so that's a big issue. And then you go down the list: diabetes, obesity, those things follow up. There's 10 or 12 of those referred to in the Inner Heart Registry. You can look that up if you want, and it really goes over all that as far as the risk factor modifications that can be done.
Dr. Krause, it is a great honor for you to join us this morning. You're a very important guy, and you've done a lot of great work for our area, so thank you so much, Dr. Krause.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, you take care. Have a good one. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right, bye. Oh, of course, of course. Okay, well, known as a straight shooter from her days on the bench, this former Memphis judge is using her retirement to keep folks sparkling. We'll explain how coming up.